In Chapel Hill, they love to say if the good Lord's not a Tar Heel, why did he make the sky Carolina blue? Glad to have you with us. Kenan Stadium in Chapel Thrill and home to the North Carolina Tar Heels. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Colorado State Rams, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the North Carolina Tar Heels. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese. The Tar Heels will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Rams offense will get the first possession of the game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Setting up the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. He'll try to pop the draw. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. And the Rams have this offense rolling. He's looking to throw it. He's got his man. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Well, you can see why this team thinks this kid has a real bright future. It's amazing. He's only a true freshman. He's not built like one, though, and you saw it on that last play. Trust me, that is the first of many sacks in this kid's collegiate career.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. The Rams will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. He gets it away from his own end zone. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. And the returner will be knocked down. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Going to try to get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Rams come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run from the shotgun. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. Escapes trouble. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Field goal is good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Makes a man miss. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Still on his feet at the 45. And a really nice run and pickup there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They'll go to the ground. At the 35, he's got room. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. That's the end of the quarter, and Colorado State is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Offense in a bunch formation. Oh, it's a reverse. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Trying play action. Caught in the backfield. It's Fung. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's why you got to avoid 3rd and long situations if you're on offense, because the defense knows it's pass, and all these guys are pinning their ears back. They're getting upfield, and you're under so much duress. On top of that, you give up a fumble. That is a huge play for the defense.
Colorado State takes over. The Ram offense returns to the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake. but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado State. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Florida has the lead right now, but those Gator chumps haven't come easy. They're in a tight one. They're up by 7 over Texas. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Finds his man. It's Moffitt. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Here's the handoff. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Tar Heels will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. A quick pass to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down. The Rams will have it 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down. And the Rams look to keep this drive humming. Quick completion to the right. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Now on 2nd down after the good 1st down run. Off play action. Spits it out to the back. He's got it. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. They go to the counter. At the 20, he's got space. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. He's going to pass. Floating away. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. He wants to pass it on second down. He's got it down the middle. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his second of the day, this one from 23. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that lead grows even bigger. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. He wants to throw. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Wants to throw on first down. He's got his man. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
You can just see the command this guy has of the offense. He's been picking this defense apart, matriculating the ball down the field. He's now got him in the red zone, close to the goal line. I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep letting him throw it.
They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. He'll set up to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, UNC!
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. It doesn't matter where he lines up. They find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. The receiver on the jet sweep. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Line getting set on second down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Chapel Hill. What a fine performance we've seen. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kenan Memorial Stadium.
The Rams will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide out in motion. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. New set of downs after that completion. Quarterback on the keeper. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Leaves it with the running back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Flushed out of the pocket. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Tar Heels are on the move. They're looking for an advantage to the right.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They've been able to control the ball. This is the 7th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try to get it through the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his tight end. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. He'll do it himself. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. He's got his man across the middle. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. Good throwing catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without score. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tar Heels. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Charlotte took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to the Queen City. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Now adjusting.
It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. And the Rams come to the line with a new set of downs. Now they're going to throw it. Extending the play. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. And now on second down for this offense. Off the play fake. Dances away to buy time. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs. They have declared their intentions on this drive, keeping it on the ground. It's 1st and 10 again. Dances away. He'll try to do it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. He's right on target. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. They'll give it to the back. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor, both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. On second down, wants to throw it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. What they would give to help their kicker out with a few yards on third down. From here, it would be a 55-yarder. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
That is a gut punch if you're the offense, because they're in dime personnel. They're only rushing 4 guys. You've got 5 offensive linemen. You've got the option of bringing other people in to help give your QB time. And this offense, not good enough.
The Rams line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the official spot. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down coming up. They'll put the tight end in motion. On second down, wants to throw. Scrambling away. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Short gain on the play before he slides. And the Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. They reached deep in the playbook, used almost all of them, it seemed, Jesse, and still ended up having to punt last time.
And I think on this next drive, David, you can go back to some of the stuff that worked that last drive, too. Find the things that you had success with. You just got to be able to build on it.
Yeah, and just break that extra tackle, you know, make that extra play, make the guy miss, put a drive together so you can finish with some points.
This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team. Looking to move it through the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire, now on second down. The give to the back. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3. Trying to pick up a first down. To the ground to try to move the chains. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. He'll pull it on the read. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Rams are threatening in the red zone. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. Offense set on first down. They go to the ground, fighting off the defender. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They want the edge on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Colorado State. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And they'll try to tack on two. From the gun. Pressure coming.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man by himself. Open runway ahead. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Out of the gun, the inside give. Shakes off the tackle.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Here comes the offense on second down. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Grabbed on the outside, it's Coffin. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the first down. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Buys a little time. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
They are running out of time and very little choice. Down 5 late, they'll go for it on fourth down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. At the 35, he's loose. Nothing but green ahead. He's at the 20. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the brain trust will go to work. How about this on first and goal to give to the wide receiver? They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Movement here from the tight end. Trying to pound their way in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 4th and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? Pushes ahead. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. They're bringing heat. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
And that stings for this offense. You got the football, a chance to go make a big play. Take control of this football game, and you give up the safety. Now they get the football back. Under 2 minutes, everything now against you. This team is going to have to find a way to respond and make a big play on the other side of the football.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. They get him stopped, but he found a couple of cracks in that cover team and gets it out to the 43. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. The rankings, the odds makers, everything indicated that these guys had a big hill to climb. But they climbed it, they got to the top, and they get a landmark win.
And we know coaching staffs always do a great job trying to motivate their own guys and get them ready to play a ranked opponent. But David, to me, it looked like this team just wanted it more. They came out, they were the more physical team, and they did what they had to do at the end of the day to get this win.
Yeah, and how do you gain respect? You want respect. You talk about our team's a really good team. You want to build on that? You beat good teams. That's what you do. You beat ranked teams that people think a lot of. This team pulls off the ranked upset, and guess what? Now what happens? You start to maybe find your team in the ranked spot.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everyone, to the Plains in Jordan-Hare Stadium, home of the Auburn Tigers, where telling someone War Eagle is just as common as saying hello. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? Sun Devils will kick it away to start us off. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Auburn's offense takes the field to start this game off. And here comes the quarterback, and one thing you know for sure with this team, as he goes, so goes the offense.
And he's a big-time talent, Reese. This guy can hurt you in a multitude of ways, throwing and running the football. He's going to have to be dialed in, though, because this defense is going to give him a lot of different looks. It's really important mentally this QB is on his game.
They're going to ride this running back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Tackle is made after the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Now he's looking to throw it. He's going for it all. And he makes the catch at the 10. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
And how about that? A lot of coaches talk about being aggressive and we're going to take shots, but then they get conservative in the game. But first drive, coming out, showing this defense we are not afraid to throw the ball deep. Might keep that defense a little bit more conservative.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Was to pass. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Buying some time. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Sun Devils offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Gets it out fast. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They're trying to get to him. Quarterback floating away from pressure. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Offense gets set for second down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Got enough space. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
PAT unit on the field. Bangs it through for an extra point. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run play action.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. After run, now throw. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Foster. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. He'll start this drive firing. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The play action fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll pull it down and run. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
He's going to run it. At midfield, he's got room. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Looking to throw on second down. Dances away from the heat. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Coming after it. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And he was held in check in game one, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
The Sun Devils send out the punt unit, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. That is just gorgeous. Knocks it out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. The give on the inside. Works his way for 3 and gets him out to the 5-yard line. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Foster. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Fires left. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. He's got his man, makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looking to pass on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Horn. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And everybody knows when you're running that play action, that fake has to be great. Everybody has to bite it for it really to work. Defense didn't bite it, didn't bite the bait, went after the quarterback, got him on the ground.
After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack. Starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. The Sun Devils get enough to move the chains. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Now the play fake. Now improvising. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
Man, they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks. It's one of the staples of these Auburn teams all throughout the years.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Fires to the tight end. Finds a crease at the 20. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Into the end zone. Intercepted.
You've got to be sharp in the red zone. You can't turn the football over in the red zone. You got to be crisp. You got to be on time. You could tell the QB wasn't on time. The defender made him pay. Nice interception, stealing points now off the board.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The inside handoff. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Take the return out of the equation in this rainy weather. Fair catch is signaled for and made. Going up top on 1st down. And wings it incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, still looking. Gets away. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Sun Devils will punt this one away. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there on the Plains. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. An offensive showcase, yes, but it's been those dynamic running backs who have set the pace. I'm curious to find out if this ground and pound approach is going to continue into the second half, or if one of those defenses will actually show some pride. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Pat Dye Field in Jordan-Hare.
Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to it. He's going to take off. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. The Sun Devils will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and maybe you get those juices going, then something can start to build.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. On second down, he's looking downfield. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to run for it. At the 35, he's open. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. His drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Applewhite. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Here on 3rd down, you might want to protect the field goal, but you have to stay aggressive. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. They've converted 3rd downs all day long, and now a chance to get a touchdown on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. Feeling some heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And the offense, man, he couldn't find anybody open. Like, somebody's got to create some separation, or what do? How about I throw a jump ball to one of my big receivers out wide that can go up and dunk on somebody's head and catch the football? Maybe find my big playmakers and try to force them the ball down here in the red zone.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. Splits the uprights, it's good. And with that, they've taken the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. West Virginia is just getting torched right now, and Mountain Mama, I didn't see that coming. It's one game, look, I know that, but this one has to hurt. They're trailing by 14 to Pittsburgh. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Handoff to the single running back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Dumps it off in the flats. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. And the Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying to impose their will with the run. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. On 4th down, going to the air. He's got it, and they convert. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn!
And he finds the end zone. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. A first down for the offense. He's looking to throw it. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. What a day it's been on the ground for these 2 guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Fires to the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Sun Devils decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Now on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Looking for room. It's Foster. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They'll throw it on first down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Ramos. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the right. It's complete. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. They want to just keep throwing it. Unloads to the wideout. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Plenty of time in the pocket, and he'll sling it out to the left. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. And the Sun Devils come to the line in the hurry-up.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a 4th down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first and keep the drive alive. QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to be in the perfect place at the perfect time, and you got to be able to haul it in. They checked all the boxes on that 4th down.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Running toward the tape. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Moves away as he feels pressure. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Skips away from pressure. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
24, Arizona State, 14.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Now they'll run the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Auburn sends out the punting unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. That nifty return sets up.
Arizona State. Offense takes over.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Ramos.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking to scramble. Trying to make magic with his feet. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. 1st down here for the offense. Smart move to keep it on the ground. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Gonna run it. It's Foster. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Trying play action. He finds his man. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. The lone back's got it. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They move the tight end all over. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Using his legs to buy some time. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
I just love the effort by the defense on this play. We're late in the game. It's in the 4th quarter. Guys are tired, and they're not able to get to the QB right away, but they continue pursuing him, and they're able to get to him outside of the pocket. Nice job.
Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. power football with the run. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
27, Arizona State, 14.
The last thing you want to do here is give up a big return, pin them back, and then the defense can just stop them from scoring a touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. He wants to throw. Pressure coming. And he can't escape, and down he goes. With the clock running, this should be the final play. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.